My name is Cecilia. I am a ministry intern here at MDT and I have a 2-year commitment. I'm an agricultural ministry intern and I'm also an international relations student looking at diplomacy. My journey started when I was sitting in my house and I was thinking of various ways one can use in order to support themselves in missions. Because I want to be in missions for the rest of my life, whether through diplomatic course or just going into an unreached field and joining a team there. And I was just thinking, there are a lot of opportunities, but we don't really know about these opportunities that one can use, especially for us Africans who are still struggling with the African church to support us financially. They're supporting us prayerfully because we were praying church. But and then I was watching something on television and our current president Ramaphosa was talking about agriculture, the importance of agriculture and how it can strengthen our economy and how young people should get into it. And I believe that God used that desire sort of like answered my question and narrowed it down to just one thing, that is agriculture. And I came across one of my friends here in Pretoria and they started telling me about the agricultural side of MDT, and I was like, okay God, I see what you're doing right here. And and then I came to MDT solely for that, to learn and possibly later on to pass it forward, because there are so many people that are struggling, and I believe that this skill can help with that. Living and working here at the base has lots of opportunities. I mean, this is one side of it where my focus is for like 5 or 4 days, but living in a cross-cultural community on itself is an opportunity. Living and working in a cross-cultural environment is an opportunity as well, and it also will help with where I'm going. In my pursuit for diplomatic courses, I'm going to be working cross-culturally. I'm going to be deployed in different countries, and this 2 years is orientation for me on different food, on different languages, and on so many different things. And it also reshapes how I see diplomacy on its own, for me as a Christian and also for me as a missionary. Now I'm very intentional about getting into countries with the mindset of we are reaching out to the least reached. So just this community on its own is orienting me in where I'm going. I'll be finishing my degree in the next 2 years, and I will be getting into diplomatic course with the Department of International Relations. And one of the things that they look at before they deploy you is whether you've worked cross-culturally, whether you've done community development, whether you've acquired skills that can help people on the ground. And that's exactly what I'm doing here. And this is really God orchestrating my life in such that it already makes sense. I can already see His hand working in the now towards the vision that He's giving me. Diplomacy offers a lot of opportunities for people to get into the least reached countries, because we know that these are hard to get into countries, and these are hard to stay into countries if you end up getting in, but being deployed for 3 years will be enough for me to at least start something, either with 2 people or 3 people, but also just not to be ignorant about the laws of how we ought to interact with people. There's a fine line between sharing my faith and just answering faith questions with people, and that's also a space that I'm still wondering how God is going to use. But I'll be exposed to people in the ground, and it's also with these skills that I'm accumulating here at the base, agricultural skill, that I'll be able to take off my my diplomat jacket and then put in the ordinary person jacket and teach them this skill, and therefore form connections that will go beyond class. Most people, myself included, we did MDT and we were exposed to a lot of things. We left MDT pretty much knowing where we want to go, or still seeking the Lord about where we want to go, because it's a journey, you know. But one of the things that most people are anxious about is what to go there as, you know. And I think MDT Plus, and what gets me excited about it, is it helps narrow down everything into one thing that you can focus on and one thing that you can use moving forward. And so it takes care of that one valuable part, and helps you not to look into the future with anxiety. And also, like, it gives one area, grow in whatever area that you have now identified. This is my passion, this is what I want to use, and it gives you that opportunity to grow in it. And we know that through growth comes confidence, and with confidence comes the readiness of going, you know. And once you get there,